Yeah, look, firstly, it was very unexpected. I was telling Lucy now, she kept it a secret she kept it a secret for a change. But yeah, it's very special to be acknowledged in a year that's been a successful year for the Proteas brand is always special. Obviously, there's been some guys who are nominated who obviously more than deserving recipients of this. So this came as a surprise to me, but very privileged and honored to be able to receive this award today.
For a long time in South African cricket, the spinner was some fellow who bowled before tea. So now, do you think it's changed?
I would like to think so. I think, it's also nice to have a captain that gives you the ball when he trusts you and not just before tea or any given intervals, especially in conditions that don't suit you. And hopefully that's changing the mindset and narrative going forward to all the younger spinners that are coming through the systems.
And yourself as a leader, you're never without an idea or a theory or whatever. So how do you fit into this team in that way?
Yeah, obviously I feel I read the game relatively well, so always trying to help out where I can and offer advice. And I know what it's like as a leader getting a lot of information, so I kind of read the room sometimes and give some sort of information where it is. But at the end of the day, captain leads from the front, and the decisions are left to him. But I find it helps my own game that I'm just constantly engaged and watching out for small little cues here and there.
What's it like being the noisiest person in the dressing room?
I'm certainly not the noisiest.
Who's the noisiest?
Probably say KG. But KG brings it out of me, so I'll accept it.
And what do you say when KG brings it out of you?
No, we have fun in the change room. I think, amongst the high pressure environment, you need someone to break the ice from time to time. So we're always sharing a joke and a laugh here and there.
Is that you or KG?
Oh, both of us.
Kesh, what's the next challenge? I mean, you've got tests in the sub, you've got a new WTC that's going to be challenging. For you, I mean, you're 30-something. How much longer?
Sure. Look, I always said I'd like to get to 14 international cricket, but, it just depends on how the body goes and how I wake up the next day. If I ever lose the passion to bowl, I have to walk away and be honored to the game. But from a team perspective, obviously having a taste of success, hopefully it unlocks many doors. But I think this is a wonderful opportunity for the team to sort of look back on the things that we did well, but also try and find ways in which we can evolve, because obviously people know the brand and style we're going to play and want to catch us. So hopefully we can be the leaders in the pack and really set the foundation when we do start the season, for this next cycle.
Yeah. And you were crying at Lords, and it was something I guess a lot of us had never seen. Can you? Yeah, I guess we all cried. But can you describe what brought that out in you?
Look, I've been involved in the system for almost 10 years now. I've gone through some of the hardships, and to see the rewards of all the sort of disappointments that have come along the way, but the hard work to persevere through many a storm and to be able to eventually win it is always special. I think anyone who wants to win a trophy, but just to see how the teams gelled. With this team, no one had ever said we would have won, but to finish table toppers and come and play the way we did, in the manner in which we did, and to chase down a target of that magnitude in the final at Lords is always going to be special.
Do you think everyone, from number 1 to 11, the T20 team, must be able to hit sixes?
That you'll have to ask the coach, not me.
Well, the coach was telling us today, actually.
Well, I think if you look at our batting lineup, everyone can hit sixes.
You too?
Yeah, well, I've done it a couple of times, so yeah, I'd like to think so.
I was there when you won the game against you and Shema, won the game against Pakistan.
Yeah. It was a very different approach to batting, but it went through. It came through nonetheless.
Keshav, as a player, obviously the last season has been very much focused on Test cricket, and that's obviously a box well ticked. The focus now shifts to white ball cricket. There's T20 World Cup, there's obviously the World Cup we host, which is really exciting. In terms of shifting focus, is there any sort of difficulty in that?
Look, I'm only playing 2 formats now. But from a perspective of 50 over cricket, no, I think it's just a little bit more of awareness. The skill factor is still the same. It's just a small transition. And then when it comes to T20 cricket, it's just trying to be one step ahead of the batter. I think the test format helps develop the other skills and the other formats of the game, simply because you understand where the ball is going from a bowler's perspective, and from a batting perspective, you're seeing the ball quite big, having batted a number of balls in the test format.
Obviously, after the high of winning the World Test Championship and the well-deserved celebration, is it quite nice though to have that shift in focus, or I don't know. I mean, if you had to play, like obviously you were involved in the Zim test, but do you feel it's nice that now there's a totally different challenge?
Look, I came back off a flight in a week and played the Zoom test, the first one, so didn't really have time to soak it up. But I think it's a nice opportunity to obviously building up toward two important years ahead in 2026 and 2027 from a World Cup perspective to sort of start the next, say 7 months for the T20s and about 2 years or a year and a half for the 50 over. So it's a nice transition, a different change. And I'm sure once the test team come together, we'll regroup and sort of shift our focus towards that.
Yeah.
Can I ask you again? What's it like being Keshav Maharaj? You think too much. Following this match, you think too much, you play too much.
Not at all.
And do you ever think about anything else besides cricket?
Yeah, I love my family. So yeah.
But it's like, do you ever want to switch off where you're not thinking about cricket?
I think cricket's ingrained in me, so it's a bit hard to switch off. But I switch off having my daughter on my lap and still watching cricket. So that's the way I sort of switch off.
What are you going to think about when you're 50? When you're not playing?
I'll probably still be playing veterans cricket somewhere around the world.
60?